Hey guys, how's it going? I just got the 1cc in Dodonpachi. Now, this is not the gameplay, this is just the machine doing the demo while I talk. After like Batsagon, then there was the Sonic Wings 3 Clear, which was, whatever. And I thought, okay, which game do I actually want to go for now? And I was thinking for a while there, and I thought, and I read a bunch of threads, like people recommending this game or the other game, or start with like Mushima-sama, start with like. But the thing is that I don't have a PS4, PS5. I do have a Switch, but I mean I have the Mister, so I'm not about to play games on the on the Switch if I can play on the CRT. So evidently I'm looking for that. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna play a game that's like an arcade game. Now I really like Battle Gregor. It's one game that I wanna get towards or up to that echelon eventually. But I don't think I'm up to that skill yet. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna start like smoothly. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna try like beating Dodonpachi, for example. I played Dodonpachi a couple credit feeds, like very memorization heavy. Apparently, like the enemies just come from nowhere, and then everybody just in the forums, Reddit, everywhere saying, "Oh, no, Dodonpachi is like way better. It's the way to go." And I'm like, okay, let's play Dodonpachi, and indeed, it's an incredible game. So I thought, okay, let's 1cc or let's try to 1cc Dodonpachi. And I did Batsugan like decently fast. It was like about, let's see, like 3 days or whatever. So I thought, okay, maybe it won't take that long, right? How hard could it be? As it turns out, very hard actually. Very hard. It took me like, I would say a straight week. Yeah, it's straight week. I'd say like 7, 8 days approximately. But I played nothing else. I just played Dodonpachi. I just thought about Dodonpachi. When I was with my kids, I was thinking about Dodonpachi. When I was having lunch, I'm like, man, how do I optimize that stage? And I'm just thinking about stuff. You really this shmup thing, man. It's dangerous because you can't take your mind off of it. Like I did speed running for a long time, so it's not that different from speed running in the sense that you wanna perfect something that you're doing repeatedly several times. So, and one thing that's also carried, I know there's a lot of preamble, so if you just want the gameplay, I guess I'll put something in the bar here so you can go to the gameplay if you're curious about that. I think the preamble is pretty interesting, or maybe it isn't. Who knows? Uh, but yeah, so the practice routine from speedrunning carried over, which helped me a lot. That I already used in Batsugan, but even more so here. I read threads and people are like, yeah, you should use save state practice and etc. Like, I've done save state practice like my entire career, so to speak. So yeah, I just like did a couple playthroughs, set up the save states. First was selecting the ship. It was pretty clear that either C shots or C laser were the way to go for beginners. I tried C shots a couple times, pretty powerful, especially in the stages. But the bosses take way too long. Like the stage 3 boss takes forever. I don't like the laser being underpowered, and so also you can't shoot through the enemies. So, I didn't vibe too much with C shots. So then I found a video by Pan, which I'm gonna link here in the description, where he used the C laser, and I watched the whole video. I'm like, okay, seems my cup of tea. I played with C laser, was pretty happy. The bosses went as I would expect, and then basically I just did save state practice over and over again. And this was like I would say 4 days ago, 5 days ago, no, 4 days ago. I think it's accurate. Where I was, single segmenting blocks of stages or the stages themselves. So I thought, okay, let's start doing runs, right? I'm probably ready. Man, I was not ready. I was not ready at all because doing a stage in isolation is one thing, but now having to do the entire game in one sitting, now that is something else entirely. And so, yeah, I was getting very frustrated because I started the run. The run was going well up until stage 3, maybe stage 4. And then something would happen. Someone would snipe me out of nowhere. I got so obsessed with like my first problem was that I wasn't using my resource. I guess that happens to everyone, right? So I was getting, because I trained all the sections in the save state, mostly without using bombs. Like I had the routes and everything. Like of course stage 5, stage 6 you use lots of bombs, but generally I had the idea, okay, I'm gonna use the bomb on the screen, etc. Good stuff. Okay, so when the run comes along, I'm like, okay, let's do what I practice, right? And then some enemy out of nowhere. I don't know where he comes from. Just out of the left field, snipes me. I lose 5 bombs. I'm like, oh, this is so obnoxious. And then I try again, and now I get killed in like stage 1. I'm like, okay, fine, restart. I try again, I get killed on stage 2, and then stage 3, and you just get, it's over and over. You're like, man, why can't the run happen? Like, what's going on? So I'm like, okay, I'm being too conservative with bombs. Let's use the fucking bomb. So all right, all the bomb pickups here in the game. There are 36 bombs, according to my calculations, that you can use in the game from your deaths, assuming you get the 6 million, the 20 million extent, and also the pickups. So I'm okay. Let's go through stage 1, how many bombs? 0. Stage 2, how many bombs? Stage 3, how many bombs and where? And so I'm writing where I'm going to use the bombs and everything. I get to the end here, I'm like, easy, man. I have like, what, 16 bombs to the stage 5 and 6? Piece of cake. Okay, so then I start to run, and what happens? Some random ass enemy snipes me in the middle of stage 4. I'm like, man, I lost 5 bombs. Runs over. So then I get into reset hell. Just like anytime I die, and this happens with speedrunning a lot. Like you start the game, Mega Man X intro stage, right? You're just dun, and then you pass intro stage, and then you go to Chill Penguin or whatever, and then you die, and like, man. So you reset, and there you go in intro stage again. Dun. It just keeps happening and happening. I'm like, I can't look at stage 1 anymore. Another thing started happening. Sometimes I wouldn't get the 20 million extent. Like the 6 million one is fine. But the 20 million one, there was a run that went very well. And then I got to about like 19 million points at the final boss. I'm like, dude, I could really use that extent now. And I lose the run. Like, why didn't I get the extent? So I start watching runs, especially scoring runs. And I see that people are like doing 3 million points in stage 1. I'm here doing like 600,000. What the hell am I doing wrong? So then there's a whole tangent of me learning what's chaining and how to chain, especially in stage 1, maybe a little bit in stage 2, so I can, do a decent score and prepare for the extent at the end of the game. And so now I'm resetting runs because I don't get the chain now, because like I start to lose the chain. So there's that too. But eventually, after all that, I get very close. I got, I think, yesterday to the final boss 2 times. And on Saturday I got it once. Today is Monday, right? So, and then yesterday I got to the final boss, I think, twice, and to stage 6 once. And then I'm like, okay, this is so close. I can taste it, but it's not coming to me. A friend of mine, Ice9, it's like, man, you should just like play from stage 4 onwards, like 3 times. If you can beat the game 3 times, then you know you're ready. Like, okay, that's fair. So what I did just now, like right now it's midnight, pretty much. So I sat here about 10 p.m. and I just did stage 4. I just did stage 4. If I died, I had to do it over. Now the goal was to do and pass stage 4 3 times in a row. Plant bombs, everything. So I do that, I die, I die, I pass once, I pass twice, I die, so I come back and I have to do 3 in a row. Okay, so I do the same for stage 5. And finally for stage 6. And stage 6 took me a while because stage 6 is a bit more variable as stage 5, where it's like I have some screens that I have a plant bomb, but sometimes I'm in a good position, so I don't want to use the bomb. Sometimes I'm in a terrible position in other screens that ideally would be much easier. And then I have to bomb. And so I do that like 3 times. I beat the game. I'm like, okay, I practice stage 4, 5, and 6. I am ready. So I start to run. And what do you know? The first run I do in the night, I beat the game once. I'm like, oh, really? I should have practiced all along, I suppose. So yeah, that was the story of the whole thing. I don't know what the next game is going to be. I'm really liking this process. I mean, I'm saying that now that I already got the 1C, right? If you asked me that yesterday, I was going to be like, thinking I was the worst person in the world. Like, why can't I do it, man? Why? Why is this so hard? But today I'm a god gamer, so you know. And tomorrow I'm gonna be terrible again if I choose another game. That's a circle of shmup life, I suppose. But yeah, let's go to the gameplay section now. Right, so here we are in the gameplay section. So you see that I start from here. What I did was evidently kind of bored of putting the portrait and then going through the menu and everything. So I set up a save state right as the game starts, as the woman says go, and then I just load state and I start from there. I'm playing this on Shmup Arc, which is essentially RetroArch with Final Boy Neo, but streaming to the CRT here via Groovy Mister. There's another video in the channel talking about that. And so this was nice because I have all the save states to practice. And you may be wondering why am I using the player 2 ship? Well, there is a difference here in that all the small stars that you collect with the player 2, they carry over between missions. So sometimes if I got like a lot of small stars, this would be like 100,000 points. And those would carry over to stage 2 where I don't die. Usually maybe stage 3 if I didn't die. And so these are 3 stages where the small stars carry over, and that would be like 200,000, 300,000 points, which is not a lot, but for me that like I was having trouble reaching the extent like, man, I'm getting all the help that I need, which in the end didn't make a difference for this run, but that's the reason why I'm playing with player 2. So let's begin now. So instead of going to the left here, I'm trying to set up the chain. You can do like about 180 hits here in stage 1 if you do it correctly. There's a good video. I'll try to link it in the description as well, where the guy teaches how to chain. But yeah, like I did this a bunch of times. You want to carry over and then back to the tank. And then, as you can see, just tap, tap, tap there to keep the hits going. I lost 3 enemies there, unfortunate. I don't even know how the chain got dropped there, to be honest with you. I think I took a bit too long to kill the next enemy. But no, this is decent. Like on a good chain here, I would get like 1.7 million points. Maybe 1.8 if it's the full one, where you link the power thingy with the ship. But otherwise, that's it. So these are the small stars. You see that I let them go down a little bit to get more small stars. You can chain this final part also, but at this rate, I'm like, you know what, man, just go to stage 2, you know? So just get a 4E chain here and then. Come on, what can you say about stage 1? It was difficult at some point, not anymore. Here's the boss. I point blank it a little bit just to, speed the fight. A little bit, speed up the fight. Dangerous dodging. And now I'm gonna go around the point blank there a little more, then dodge, dodge, dodge. There you go. If you wait, you can grab more small stars. If you wait for the attack to start and then you kill him, then you can grab like some small stars. I think the best I did here was around like 170 small stars or whatever. I did various, like 76 here, like 38,000 points. Not a lot, but you know. On stage 2 you can chain here pretty well, beginning as well, and just wait a little bit. And you can just like keep full attacking this first part. Move to the left. Now I'm just stepping because I want to keep the enemies alive, so I want to chain with the ones on the right here. Move over, start a laser, carry over to the tank, and then to the other tanks. And then there it goes, like 130, about that. It's good points, man. It's good points. Not complaining. Now, so far, game's pretty tame at this point. Like, if you've never played the bullet hell, it may seem like a lot of bullets. It did seem like a lot of bullets to me in the beginning, but after you get used, it's like, yeah, you just have to know where to be on the screen at any given point. If you know that, then you're good. Now, when you kill this, there's a bullet cancel. So now, in my strat here for this next guy, there is a big tank here, and this is part of my bomb route, my paper here. So initially, what I was doing was bombing the mid boss here, which is pretty easy, convenient. Just bomb him. There you go. Now, what I want actually is to have the maximum bonus. What is the maximum bonus? If you have like full bombs and then you get one bomb, or no, let's say I have 2 bombs right now. So I get a 3rd bomb, which there's going to be a bomb at the end of the stage. Then you get the maximum bonus, and your like score counter is going to keep incrementing like crazy. If you get a 2nd bomb, then it increments even more. But we're not at that stage yet. Like I don't want points that much. I want to stay alive. But I do want the maximum bonus. So my idea here was I want to go into stage 3 with a maximum bonus. So there is one bomb at the end here. So I can use a bomb either here in the mid boss or on the final boss of stage 2. Now, the boss in stage 2 is not that hard, but the final pattern where it shoots like a fast spread, sometimes I was dying there. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna learn how to do this guy consistently so I won't use a bomb here. And actually, it's not that hard. What I'm gonna do is, basically, if you look to the top right here, there's gonna be like 2 turrets that are gonna show up. So I'm just looking here. I'm not even looking here. I'm looking here. Once the turret shows up, I'm gonna laser, kill both turrets, stay on top of the boss or the mid boss, do a bunch of damage. And then once he does the circular attack, I'm gonna move to the right, kill the 2 turrets, move back into him. Ideally, there's gonna be a path there, and there usually is. And so you just like keep moving left, right, dodging, and then kill him. So there's the turret, kill them both. Top of the boss, go to the right, kill that turret. Now just, dodge. These shots may seem hard, but yeah, it's just pretty much dodgeable. That's the final part here, just AFK gaming, just like stay near the left side buildings there and just hold the shot button, dodge occasionally, and you rack up like 150 combo here. Now you'll see that I'm not destroying the bomb pod just yet because I want the bomb to keep flying around the screen as long as possible. So I'm just gonna keep the bomb there. The idea is I'm gonna use a bomb to kill the boss and then pick up this bomb and get the maximum bombs. So we sit on top of the boss, do a bunch of damage, just shot from the left, just dodge, and again. Now this one, what I found is that if I was having trouble with this at one point, which is why I explained. Now the boss is usually moving to the right here and then to the left. So you just go from center to the left, you sit here and do your dodges because the shot comes from here. So it takes a while for the shot to travel, so the bullets, they lose a lot of speed when they get here, so it's easier to dodge. So basically just go from center to left, and then you just slowly stream to the right and dodge the blue bullets as they come along. You see the blue bullets are gonna come along. Just look a bit up, to see where they're coming, and then you just dodge. So I'm not doing a lot of damage here, but it really doesn't matter. So now you bomb, grab the bomb, so you get the bonus, and then it's free. It's a free fight. Stage 2. This final mission chime is like so good. Okay, stage 3. Now I had to route this quite precisely, copying from pen and some I created, quote unquote, myself, because I was dying here to the dumbest stuff. Like, okay, let's start. So you kill these guys and you move to the other side, kill these guys. This is free. Now there's gonna be a guy that's gonna come, a big ship and some red ships that shoot some sort of kind of aim bullets at you, and they can fill the screen pretty fast. And sometimes I would die to these. I'm like, man, imagine like you do like stage 1, stage 2, everything is going well, and then you die to some random ass enemies here. So we have to fix that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna laser the big guy. As he dies, I'm gonna move to the left and then squeeze my way there, kill the guys with a spread shot, and then do the same thing after. So we kill this guy, move into the bullets, spread shot, now laser him again, and move to the right, and now you slowly stream so you still have space on the screen. Easy. Now you just line up the ship with this. There's a thingy here. Now, it may seem, well, this part is so easy. Why I explain this? Because I sometimes die to random stuff here. So, like, I don't want anything up to chance. I have a route for every screen. So, okay, on this ship, there's kind of like a trident here or whatever. So you just line up with this and just keep shooting. It's free. See? Nothing hits you. Easy stuff. Alright, some enemies are going to come along. You just dodge the bullets. It's easy. Now, these same enemies are going to come. Now, if you try to do the same thing, you're going to get pinned into the right side of the screen. So what do? We start on the bottom left and then slowly stream. Slowly streaming. Easy, right? Okay, now this enemy. This enemy gave me a lot of trouble at first, but then the issue, and this was a big problem for me for most times, is because there's a bullet, or not one bullet, there's usually a lot of bullets. And then there's one bullet that's going to hit your ship. And I had this like tendency of looking at the bullet. So there's a bullet coming and my ship is here and I'm looking at the bullet like I'm fixated on the bullet. What happens? I hit the bullet. I'm so worried about it. And this happens a lot in racing as well. Like when I do a lot of iRacing as well. And when I was learning, you know, how to drive better and everything, every course that I saw or video, people were saying you have to look at where you want the car to go, not where you're at currently. So when you're driving, you don't look to the front of the car. Rather, you look at the apex of the corner, and then once you're in the middle, then you look at the exit of the corner where you want to get. And it's the same thing here, actually. There's a bullet coming. Do not look at the bullet. Forget the bullets even there. You have to look at the empty space. So here, every time I remind myself, look for the empty space, look for the empty space. And once I started doing that, I never died again. So it's gonna fill the screen, you just look for the blanks. Forget the bullets even exist. It's just a path for you to traverse. Well, these guys, normally pretty easy, but sometimes I died here as well. Like, didn't see a bullet, I almost died there, as you can see. So I'm like, you know what, should stream to the left here. Never mind. Now, this is pretty easy, like you just... They cut off the enemies that are coming from the side. Once you're done, then you just move in and kill the ship. Now, we're gonna keep a bomb alive here. So do not pick up the bomb. These green enemies are very obnoxious. You want to use shot as much as possible, then kill the ship. It's going to do a bullet cancel all over the screen. Take the opportunity to kill the green enemies. More of them. Just spread shot, kill them as fast as possible. Ship, cancel bullets, rinse and repeat. Now over here, there's way more green enemies. This screen is traversable if you know, like kill them fast enough and do some dodges. Sometimes I would die here. Plus, there's a bomb sitting right there. You know, so I guess why not? Just bomb and then pick up that bomb and then you're good. Easy, right? So again, ship, cancel, there you go. Now this final part here, there's going to be a ton of green enemies. It is possible to go through and to do some dodges and everything, but I mean, I guess bombing is right. A lot easier, right? Now, the route, if you watch the pan video, it's really good. The route is really good for this battleship. So basically, you're going to kill the front guns, move in, and then basically stay on top of the screen and get them as they show up. And I got pretty good at doing this like 90% of the time. But the other 10%, I died here with 2 bombs in stock, and I would feel like terrible. I'm like, man, then I would reset, or I would, you know, once I die in a place where it's avoidable, I'm like, I'm feeling like the worst player in the world. So I want to reset. And so you get into this reset hell, you know, it's just reset and then you're upset, so you make a mistake. And if I would die here, for example, this happened tons of times. I just lost 2 bombs. It's like, it's not the end of the world. You still can beat the game just fine. But now I'm upset. You know, now I'm thinking, oh man, I could have just bombed. And so every place that this happened in the game, I tried to take a note, and then I would just bomb preemptively. I'm like, I'm not even letting the 10% take place. I just bomb, and then, you know, I pass 100% of the time. It's easy. So here, I'm gonna laser the left one, and then laser the right one, and then the idea is that you're gonna, you know, move to the right, and then in, and then kill the things, and it is pretty consistent. But you know what's more consistent than that? Just bomb. Boom, there you go, solved. Now you kill the pod, and then you kill the other pod. You have to kill all the 6 pods to get the extend here, which we're gonna do. Now you want to kill these guys with the aura. You don't want to go shoot much down or you die. Now this part here, sometimes I would die because I would forget there's this turret up top. So I would, you know, expressly wait for the turret to show up. Okay, then I point blank the right side pod. I kill the turret up top, and then I focus on the pod on the left side. Okay, now one good trick here is that these guys, if you're here, they're gonna shoot diagonally at you. Now you can just stream all the way to the left here, and then your laser is gonna hit them, and it's pretty consistent. You don't get killed here. So sometimes, you know, I would try to move through the middle, like I killed this turret here, and want to move through the middle and then kill these turrets on the side. And then sometimes I would either get sniped by the red ones, or they would shoot diagonally at me and kill me right here. So I found it a lot better to just, as I kill this turret here, I move to the left, to the corner here, and then laser them down. It's like a lot more consistent for me. Let's see that in motion. Kill this guy, turret up top, all the way to the left, solve. And then I died here as I say that. But you know, believe me, it is pretty consistent. Now, I'm upset-ish here, but here I'm thinking, you know what? I lost one bomb. Like, you know, I lost one bomb. It's fine. It's beatable. We can do it, right? So ideally, I would use one of the bombs here at this boss. Now, this boss, you can point blank laser these two turrets and then move up and do 2 dodges. And Pan tells how to do that in his video. It's pretty consistent. But sometimes I would, you know, not perfectly hit both, and then the other one would shoot me and I would die here. Especially with 4 bombs in the tank, I'm not letting it happen. Like, absolutely not. I'm just moving down and being safe about it. I point blank them as much as I can. I move down. I could be up there doing a lot of damage, would be nice, but we're not taking any risks here. Now, you can do a ton of dodges here and be fancy about it. Now, my strat is actually just bomb to kill one turret on the top right. I move all the way to the left. If I see anything wrong, I bomb again and kill the left turret, and then I try to dodge the rest of the boss. It's not a hard boss, and it is dodgeable, certainly, but, you know, that's safer. I thought I was going to get like pinned here, pinned there. So. And for this pattern, just usually go to the left and wait, and then we move back in. I'm trying to kill, ideally 2 of the back pods there. If you laser a little bit to the side, you can do it. This pattern is kind of obnoxious. Okay, I did it. I was pretty close to 9 actually. This boss is super tanky for some reason. Like, this fight takes forever. I didn't get the bad wall pattern, so that was fortunate. But yeah. So in my route here, I'm 1 bomb behind, so I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Now, stage 4. I would get sniped here all the time by some enemy. So you know what I found out? You just sweep left to right. You just sweep left to right. I'm gonna wait for a turret to show up on the right here. I'm gonna sweep to the left. And then I'm gonna sweep to the right. And then sweep to the left. And then sweep to... And that's it. Works every time. See, there's turret. Now turret to the right. And now we sweep. And then we sweep. And then we sweep. Easy, man. Game's easy. Not really. Yeah, you still have to be looking, but, you know, it is... You know, I found that easier. I'm waiting for 4 turrets to show up here. I'm gonna laser them and then, you know, sweep. I'm gonna sweep in a U pattern so I make the bullets go up so I can dodge them from below. Just gotta watch for those blue enemies there. Now we go up to make a gap in the bullets and then we go through them. This building here is an enemy. You can point blank them pretty fast. Now we sit here with the laser. It's like pretty easy. Now I'm waiting for my hit counter to hit 28 and then I'm gonna start lasering. Now we kill the tank, move to the right, and now to the left. And guess what we're gonna do? Wait for the tank and then sweep, and sweep, and sweep. Just move up a little bit to create the gap, and then sweep again. Now, this screen here, solvable without the bomb, but much safer with. So we want to point blank that enemy and then move straight down, find the gap in the bullets, just use shots. I want to stream up very slowly. As this enemy shows up, I want to stream left very slowly. I'm just waiting for the other ship to show up. Once it does, bomb, and then there we go. Now, this screen here gave me a lot of trouble. I had to try several routes. The one I found best was there's this yellow thingy here, this yellow parking area, I suppose. So just sit at the end of the triangle here and they just hold shot. A tank is going to come up. We're going to basically instantly kill him. And then we're going to slowly stream down and then stream left to make space in the screen. This was a top prime part that was getting sniped every time. So now I found a way. So now you want to stream right. And then you want to laser that tank. But I am late here, as you see. Ideally, I would be, as this like red line shows up, ideally I would want to be, I don't know why my mouse is so big. Ideally, I would want to be down here and start lasering the tank. So I kill as the tank gets up to here, and then I go around. But of course, I'm not in the right position here. So let's see what happens. I should have stayed left there. I didn't. So I'm thinking, this is awkward. So I just want to, you know... I'm just trying to make time here until the other 2 tanks come in and then I bomb. Now this part here I found safest to just stay right on the bottom of the screen and just laser left to right tanks and dodge as best as you can. Usually I kill 2 tanks and then I go to the other side and I kill 2 tanks. Now this final part here, doable yes, but you know, with the bomb is much more doable. I'm not super happy here because I usually wanna get to the boss stage for here with 2 bombs. There is a glitch. I trained the glitch. I kind of know how to do the glitch, but there's an additional dodging section which I want to avoid. So I'm just gonna double bomb him. Unfortunately, I'm probably gonna die here. But yeah, I'm just looking to the... I died even earlier. I was pretty upset about this death actually, because I lost without using that bomb. Oh no, I'm surely not gonna do that. I got worried there. This fight is not going well for me, I want to say that much. I'm gonna use 3 bombs here, ain't I? This pattern is not that bad, actually. I'm super scared of, like, you know, dying here and losing everything. Okay. Not my best fight, I'll say that much. Ideally, I have 2 more bombs here, so I'm kind of worried. At the same time, like, you know, let's play out the run. So stage 5. I ideally would want more shot power here, because I didn't kill those green guys because I didn't have enough shot power. So now that's another bomb that I usually don't need to use because I got pinned. So now I'm 3 bombs behind. I'm getting a bit worried about my situation. It's still doable. Now I just want to do a U pattern here, and now once the bomb container shows up, this overpass is hard for me, man. I just like bombing there. I find it sometimes even harder than the second overpass. Basically, I just wait for the orange thing to show up in the middle and then stream, and I'm pinned again. I got a bomb. I have 0 bombs. Ironically enough, whenever I have 0 bombs, I play way better because I'm like, I got nothing to lose, man. I'm already dead, you know. I'm just streaming here, and I'm making sure that if you watch the plan video, it's gonna say kill the turrets because the turrets are super annoying. They are super annoying. He's talking about these turrets here, the beige one with the red line. Now what I'm doing here is I'm not actually looking at my ship. I'm just making sure that the laser, you know, gets those turrets, and then I move back to the other side. There's 2 turrets up top here that you wanna kill them in the first pass. Absolutely. So now I know that the overpass is coming with the turrets. I'm kind of waiting. When I see them, I go through. And then we want to kill those turrets on the right there. Those shoot. Now, you want to stay all the way to the right here. I'm waiting for a tank to show up top. As Pants has his memorization section, really consistent. So as the tank shows up, you laser the tank. Once the tank's done, you go all the way up, and then you go all the way around, and then slowly streaming to the left. So we laser the tank. Ideally, want to get as many of those like blue shooting orby guys at the top. Now this seems pretty sketchy. It seems like I'm gonna die here, but actually it's totally fine. Believe me. So then we kill these guys. Again, turrets. And now this is the Hall of Hell. I'm like, you know what, man? I have 0 bombs. What I got to lose? So I'm like gonna try my best to dodge stuff here. And ideally, that's a crazy dodge. Ideally, you want to use, yeah, that'd be too much. I'm okay with that. Like, when I'm in the Hall of Hell, I'm like, you know what, it's anything here, any dodges I do here is extra. I was certainly gonna die there, so that was a good bomb. So yeah, you want to stream in the U pattern, try to stay alive as much as possible. The first section was good, the other 2, I bombed earlier than I should. I guess it's fine. I'm gonna... Oh, I dodged that, okay. I thought I was gonna get pinned. I am gonna get pinned now. I'm looking to the top, 2 turrets, 1 turret, 2 of the blue orb guys, and then... Now, you wanna line up so you hit the left wing of the ship. Right here, so you wanna have your laser hitting this wing. As it explodes, you're gonna hit the other ship like instantly. So that's the way to go. You stay down so you can dodge. Now, another 2 ships coming up. Same thing, you wanna hit the wing and then dodge. Once again. One's a bit trickier. Now 1 tank to the left, 1 tank to the right, 1 tank to the left, another ship. Now, this section here, if you can do the dodge, you can save like 1 bomb, blah, blah, headache. It's not the easiest of dodges, but it's doable. So you want to laser this thing here. As it explodes, you want to move, swoop, 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 and then point blank the 5 guys that are coming up top. There we go. If you do that, then you're golden. Now, stage 5 boss. Safe spot, you want to line up with this line here, right in the middle. There should be there that basically the nose here. So we laser the boss. As the blue orb, the final blue orb passes you, move a little bit up. As the red orb hits your nose, move a bit down. All good. Point blank the boss. Now as the shots go through you, left, then right. And now bomb all the way up. There is kind of a place where you put locks, like a key. This thing here. It's kind of like where you put the key, you know, to open the door. I forget the name of that in English. Basically, you want to be above this. So, like, if you're the back of your plane is about here, you're good. Below this, kind of sketchy. Way up, also sketchy, you know, sometimes you hit the boss. So this is what I'm looking to, you know, be above this a little bit. Laterally, it's pretty safe. Now, sometimes as the boss goes down, he kills me, so I'm not taking any chances to just bomb, and then we're good. So I'm worried about 2 things here. First, I wish I had like 3 more bombs here at the very least. And the extend, but the extend is looking pretty safe since I have 18 million points. Now, the section here, yeah, I practiced this a lot, because you have to point blank these guys. This looks really scary, and it is really scary, but you have to play up there to, you know, kill them as soon as they appear. These guys suck. The blue shots. I want to move up. There's a Norwich tank there. Super obnoxious, especially the second phase. Same thing, point blank this guy. Now here I'm thinking, alright, I got 1 bomb, just have my finger on top of the bomb. I'm gonna use it at any moment if something bad happens. This screen is not too bad, if you can just laser the big enemies and then use shot otherwise. The bees, man, too much. I'm gonna do the strat. Yeah, I'm not, I'm worried. There's a strat where you go all the way over. And then you... Oof, okay. Now, this screen here... Yeah, it's possible. Usually I just stream all the way to the top right. And then I bomb when I get there. A bit early of a bomb. This screen is terrible, man. Now, I'm gonna go a bit back here. Before we keep going. This is the part I played best in the run, in my opinion. Like, I was super stoked about this part. Because this screen I usually use 2 bombs or 3 bombs, and it's a mess. There's a ton of enemies. Like, there's bees everywhere. There's these bees that show up and they shoot this like green patterns that basically take up half the screen. And I always die here. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use like 2 or 3 bombs here, and then it's all good. And it is all good. Now, as you can see, I have 0 bombs right now. So I'm thinking, what's the worst that can happen, right? Let's try dodging stuff. So let's see what happens now. So as you can see, I have my final bomb there. I'm worried. So now, man, it's gamer time. This was a sick dodge, man. Should have bought him there. When I got this screen without using any bombs, I'm like, man, this is happening. And then at the same time, I hear the extend sound. It's kind of the game saying, man, this is it. This is happening. As the second bee shows up, You just move to the right. Now you slowly stream left. And now you laser these guys. Move to the right. Stay all the way right. I'm trying to, make space so the green orbs don't take too much screen area. Now I want to do the highway trick where you move to the highway and the left. The guys on the left don't shoot, but they did shoot. Now I have 6 bombs in my possession, 2 lives. And I'm thinking, man, if anything happens here, I'm bombing. I just want to get to the boss. I know with like 8 bombs I can do the boss, no questions asked. So I'm gonna bomb everything here. I bombed the tornado, the Tails planes from Sonic. It kind of looked like the tornado. I'm bombing this, of course. And now this is exactly like the simulations. I did the final boss in many ways, practicing. Every time that I had 9 bombs, which was 3 plus an additional life, I always won. So here I'm thinking, okay, I've already won the fight. It's all good. I've won. All I gotta do is make sure that I use the 3 bombs before I do anything. So this pattern is easy. I can dodge this pattern. I'm not dodging any patterns. I'm using the bomb. There you go. And now this is gonna hit me. It's not. I'm gonna bomb. And now this. Oh, this is so hard. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bomb again. Okay, now I have 0 bombs. I'm gonna try dodging. Pretty good run, actually. I have 6 bombs. Boss is, middling HP. I'm not dodging anything, man. I'm using my 6 bombs. It's fine. Start doing this BS pattern here. I'm just spamming the bomb button right now. I'm stoked beyond belief, and there we go, man. I did scream a little bit here. I did scream a little bit because I got to this place, to this point, I think 4 times, I want to say. But this time, I can see Alucard, which me and my friends were calling this guy Alucard. Obviously, it's not Alucard. It kind of looks like him. So yeah. Yeah, I'm really proud. I'm really proud of this run. Especially stage 6. Like, there was that section with the sick dodges. I was really happy. And yeah, I know what I'm going to do next, actually. 23 million points, not a lot. You can do much better. But for me, this is really good. Now, I'll see what we can do. There's a new game to pursue. And that's a video. This is the beginning when I'm doing the load state in RetroArch. As you can see. Right? So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully this was fun for you. It was very well, getting the 1cc was very fun. The process was also fun, but the losses sometimes got to me a little bit. But it's the mental process of the whole thing. You have to be resilient. You have to try over and over again, but eventually stuff happens. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do like, I would like to do Battle Gorega, but I think that's too much for me still. Maybe Battle Betrayed, maybe Mushihime-sama, maybe Yasugaluda. I think Daijo is a bit too much still. I kind of want to do 1 or 2 games before Daijo. So that's what I got in mind for now. But yeah, otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.